Welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to create a lead capture to start capturing the email addresses of the incoming traffic to our website. But to do that, we need two things. Number one, we need an actual lead capture, some sort of pop-up here that allows them to write in their email and get added to our list. And number two, a reason to get added to our list. And when you're working with an e-commerce, in other words, you're selling a product, I strongly recommend that your so-called lead magnet that's attracting your leads should be a discount code. So we are going to be using that, and I'll show you how to set everything up. We're going to start at the back end of our website, go down to plugins, and then add new. Then we're going to search for MC4WP once again. And this time we're going to install the MailChimp top bar. Click on install now and then activate. Now let's go down to MailChimp top bar and click on settings. So there's a couple of things we want to set up here. First of all, do we want to enable the bar? For sure. That's why we downloaded it. And then the list we want to put them on. And that is going to be our audience list, our basic list that we have in our MailChimp platform. And then what should the bar that pops up say? Sign up now, don't miss the fun. Well, that's not an incentive for anyone to sign up for anything. So instead, we're going to give them a discount, and I'm going to write, sign up and get 15% off your first order. Now that's an incentive. So this is what I recommend that we do when we have an e-commerce. And then of course, we're gonna set up the actual coupon and then a way for them to receive that coupon. And then the button text itself, subscribe, the button meaning the one they click on when they sign up. No one really wants to subscribe, but everyone wants to access the discount. So I'm going to write access discount instead. So that button becomes even more attractive. And then the email placeholder, I'm just gonna leave it. This is where they need to write in their email address, and it can just say your email address. And then I'm gonna go to appearance, and I'm going to put the bar position to bottom. The reason I put it to bottom is because at the top, we already have a menu, and everyone is going to be scrolling down eventually. So that means that their eyes will be going down, and that is where we will have our bar. It's not too intrusive, but it's still very clear that, hey, if you want a 15% discount, just sign up here and access your discount. I think it's a great placement, but if you prefer the top, you can choose the top. And then what should the bar color be? Well, I don't want it to be black because that's going to pop out too much. I don't want it to be white because then it's just going to melt in with the background. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to choose white, but then just turn it slightly grayish. Now we can come back and change this if we don't like it, but I think that's going to be a very non-intrusive and neutral color to be using. I'm not going to change any button color. I like the button colors black. It fits well with our theme, and the button text white, perfect, text color black, all perfect. And we're not going to change anything in messages. And the reason is we are going to be sending them to a page rather than have a message like this pop up. So we're going to go directly to advanced. And now we come back to the question of a double opt-in. The reason why we are going to use a double opt-in here and why we didn't for the checkbox at the checkout is because we need to use the double opt-in here for legal purposes. This bar does not have any option to add in a checkbox to ask for their consent. So that means that if we just use the bar without a double opt-in the way it is not going to be GDPR legal. It does not follow the rules. However, if we do use a double opt-in, that means that we have their consent. So legally, if we don't have a checkbox that clearly states that they will be signing up to our list and that they consent, then we need to use a double opt-in so that the email that gets sent, that activation becomes the consent. So going down, we don't have any additional fields, so we don't need to change this. Stop loading bar after it is used. Yes, if they sign up once, we don't need to have the bar showing over and over. And do not show on pages. Well, the only page I don't want it to be displayed on is the checkout page because it is distracting. So the only thing I need to do, because the checkout page is smartflowbottle.com/checkout, I just need to write checkout here and it will automatically understand that it is the checkout page. And that's the only page that I recommend where the bar shouldn't constantly be showing on. And then I'm going to click on save changes. And once it's saved, let's check our bar out. We're gonna go up and click on visit site. And then down here it is. And I love this color. It's so non-intrusive. Sign up and get 15% off your first order, your email address, and access discount. Absolutely lovely. Now we need a way to give them that discount. So the next thing we want to do in order to give them a discount is to create an actual discount coupon. So I'm gonna head to the back end, go up, dashboard. I'm going to go to the left where it says marketing and go into coupons. Click on create your first coupon. I'm going to change the discount type to a percentage discount, and that percentage should be 15%. It shouldn't have any expiry date, and I'm going to go up and the code name should be welcome 15. It's just one word. And then I'm gonna click on publish. And next we need to find a way to deliver this coupon code to everyone that signs up to our email list. Now with a lot of email marketing platforms, they will send them a welcome email where you could normally include these coupon codes. However, that is a premium paid feature, and we don't want to pay for any email marketing services until those email marketing services start to actually make us money. And they will. As we start to get hundreds of subscribers on our list, we will start making money off of them, and then we can upgrade our plan because they will be paying itself. But for now, in the beginning, and when you're working with clients that are small business owners, we are going to be working with the free version, so it won't cost anyone anything. So the way to approach this is simply by creating a thank you page where as soon as they sign up, they will be redirected to this thank you page where they will get access to this code. Let me show you how to do that. We're going to move to the left and find pages and click on add new page. And then we're going to call this thank you. And in here, we are going to write a small little text and simply add in the coupon code. So I'm going to write, thank you for signing up. Use the coupon code WELCOME15 to get 15% off your next purchase. Remember to confirm your email for future discounts and updates. Because remember, when they sign up here, they will need to confirm because of the double opt-in. And then I'm gonna go up and click on publish. And publish. Now I'm just going to copy this page address by clicking there. And then I'm going to click on view page just to make sure that everything here looks good. And you know, it doesn't look as good as it could because we don't want a sidebar. So I'm going to go up to customize, and then I'm going to go to pages there and then enable sidebar off. There we go. Much cleaner, much better. Click on publish. Now I'm going to go back end, go to the dashboard. I'm going to go down to the MailChimp for WordPress and click on top bar. Go into messages, and then down here where it says redirect to URL after successful signups, I'm just going to paste the URL in to smartflowbottle.com/thank you. Now the other great thing with using a thank you page is that it's going to allow us to track this page later on with Google Analytics to see exactly how many lead signups we are getting and for where we're getting them. And to get that sort of data, it really helps with having a thank you page. I'm gonna click on save changes. And now, of course, we'll want to test everything out. So let's visit our site. Let's go down here and I'm just going to sign up and then click on access discount. Yes, it takes us to the correct page. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this code. And then of course, I'm gonna check my email. And here we have the double opt-in, and I'm just gonna click on yes, subscribe me to this list. I'm not a robot as far as I'm concerned, but any robot would say that too. So, and then subscribe. Your subscription to our list has been confirmed, which means that I've now given my consent and you're collecting email lists completely legally. We can click on continue to website or just press this one down. So now let's test the coupon code. I'm going to go to shop, just add something, go to the checkout. Here's the product. I'm gonna move to the right where it says add coupon. I'm going to paste it in welcome15 and hit apply, and look at that nice discount, and everything is working perfectly. Nicely done. So now that we're collecting email leads from our traffic and building that email list, we also need to learn how to reach out to them and how to turn them into long-term customers and send them to places such as our articles, new products, etc., and build a relationship with them and make them like you more and more, because that means more and more sales. It's all about building a community today. So in the next lecture, we are going to be creating email campaigns. See you there.